So good evening everyone, welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. Hope you are good, doing well, enjoying your weekend and getting ready for next week. Last week was start was pretty slow and then end of the week was all right. So we were having some movement at the end of the week. So hopefully we're going to get more, volatility in coming weeks. As you guys know that there are a lot of uncertainty into the market when we look at the fundamentals. So let's start. If anyone want to join us looking for group membership or one-on-one training, just simply go to tradingacademy.com and check the membership levels. All right. So if you're looking for one-on-one training, then simply go to the one-on-one section, and if you're looking for group membership, then go to that. So membership levels, and there are group training and one-on-one training. So if you're looking for further information, just fill that form and send that form to me for further information. If you're looking for social sites where you can follow me for ideas and updates, just simply go to my TradingView profile or check all these links under my YouTube channel or in the description box. Go to my TradingView profile and check the signature box. You're going to get all those links. All right, so you're going to get the website, you're going to get the YouTube, you're going to get the Twitter, you're going to get the Facebook link, you're going to get the Slack group. This is a paid platform, all right, and you're going to get the Telegram link as well. So when I say paid platform, means that you have to pay for that for group membership before you're going to have access to that. So let's move on to the to the to the weekly market outlook. All right, and dollar index. We're going to look at the two-day chart. So it's going down. Okay, it tested the floor and over the trend line, and it's just bouncing off very nicely from the floor. Okay, so last week we were anticipating it to go higher. Okay, break the trend, bounce off, correct, and we have corrections since last 2 weeks. We have seen breakout. Okay, this bearish trend. So how far this move goes? Now that's the next. Okay, all is it going to go all the way back to that top? Another, uncertainty is going to come into the market, or we are just going to see another leg higher within this down trend, right, or flag, and then going higher. All right, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame straight away, bigger time frame, you got the idea. Okay, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, 4-hour time frame, we are having the the nice bullish move. Okay, bounced off from this close to that low or over the trend line. So as I said, how far this move goes, all the way back to that top, or if it is going to struggle again from this previous top or $100, right? And then we will see price action over there for sell on the dollar index. So what you are looking for next week, just simply correct on lower time frame and keep pushing higher. Okay, very much same analysis like last week. It hasn't changed a lot on the dollar pairs. Okay, so correct on 15-minute time frame and continue to go higher. Correct, continue to go higher. All right, so your target should be these areas. Okay, if the move is going to be pretty sharp like that, okay, then stay in and watch it to continue to keep pushing more higher. So analysis is very much simple on the dollar index. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, just correct for another time. As long as price keep correcting those lower time frame corrections, stay bullish. Okay, so form another one and the same corrections like this previous one. Okay, and breakout. All right, and these trades, short-term trades are there. Okay, and medium term keep pushing head up to $100 or beyond that. Okay, if we are going to see a deeper pullback like that, okay, within these areas, all right, deeper pullback within these areas or something like an expanding triangle. Okay, so stay bullish on the dollar index. So you're bullish, just short term lower time frame corrections to form and keep pushing higher. If you don't understand those corrections, just stick to the bigger time frame analysis, all right, and prices just keep pushing higher. So euro dollar, just reverse the chart. If we're going to look at the 2-day chart, and whole chart is saying that buy from these lows, and we are still within the structure. Price is struggling to go beyond that trend line. All right, and last week we were anticipating the euro dollar to drop from the top. All right, in last 2 weeks we were anticipating euro dollar to go down, so we are having drop. Okay, so very nicely we are having drop on the euro dollar. This is the updated chart, so short from the trend line, and there we have seen some price action. Okay, that was the cells we were looking from those areas. So we're having that sell. Okay, shown you that chart before. This is what we are looking at, wave. Okay, big wave all the way back to the 65 or 70, or at least test the 75 areas. All right, and last week we were anticipating this correction. Okay, so the correction took form over there and then breakdown. We got a slightly bigger one. Okay, and then we got the breakdown there within this area. And on lower time frame, we were also looking for a short-term continuation to the downside on euro dollar on Friday when we were having stock expiry. That was also going down. Short-term sell on the euro dollar. All right, and okay, so this is what I have just shown you on the dollar index. If you see that the similar kind of correction is going to appear over there. Okay, so continuation to the downside. So we are having that drop. Okay, we are having that drop on the euro dollar. So if I'm going to look at the euro dollar on updated chart, all right, then that updated chart to follow the similar way that we have just shown the dollar index. All right, so we are looking euro dollar to keep pushing lower all the way back to the previous bottom. All right, in these areas. So keep correcting. Okay, so drop, keep correcting, keep dropping, keep correcting, keep dropping all the way back to these areas. All right, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame chart, you guys have just seen the short-term trade which we were looking. All right, we are having that. Okay, so another correction to form, similar like the previous one. If going to be deeper all the way back to 113.60 or going to test these areas. Okay, so you're looking this to draw from those areas. Okay, first of all, this lower time frame corrections to form, break down, form that correction to break down aggressively, form another one, and keep pushing lower euro dollar to the downside. So just make sure you understand that euro is a highly liquid currency, all right, and less volatile as with compared to the other currencies. Yeah, so it's not going to fall straight away to the bottom within a couple of candles. All right, so it will go down and go down slowly. Yeah, and you're gonna see 50 pip moves up and down, 50 pip moves corrections, and then 50 to 80 pip move downside impulse, and then correction impulse. Yeah, and this way, so you're not going to see straight drop like 300 to 400 pips on the euro dollar. This is very, very rare on the euro dollar. So it's a liquid currency, so you're going to see slow drop on it. So euro dollar, bigger time frame chart you have seen, even lower time frame chart you have seen. So bearish on the euro and bullish on the dollar chief. So dollar chief daily time frame, a bigger flag is just forming over there on the dollar chief. Okay, this ABC move to break up. Okay, this ABC move to break up and go all the way back to that top or test the 21.025. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so this bigger flag. All right, so this bigger flag, all right, that's a bigger flag. So there is a triangle. Okay, that triangle to hold these previous lows, it's already holding, and then break out that trend line and go all the way back to that top. Okay, if not, then go down, test the floor, and then go higher. So next week you are looking this trade. All right, strength on the dollar. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, let's say 1 hour time frame, so we are already having breakout. Okay, flag already broken out. This flag already broken out, but the move is not pretty sharp for upside. Okay, so move is slow. We are having different, change in pattern formation. So there are 50-minute corrections, all right, on lower time frames. So slightly difficult to trade on those corrections on dollar sheaves. So make sure You understand that? Okay, so try to get into the trade from these lows. Once price come within these areas, these lows, all right, and try to get into the, wait for the price to test these areas, okay, and this short term one more drop, and then look for it to continue to go higher. So if it is not going to test and going to break 15-minute corrections on lower time frame, all right, then just follow the 15-minute corrections, but with care, okay, and correct and just keep pushing higher. Dollar shift to bullish to continue to keep pushing higher, all right, and dollar CAD very much similar like that, okay, this triangle to hold these areas, all right. So last week I have shown you wait for this expanding triangle, all right. You are having that. So now this another leg to form, this ABC move to form, all right, this ABC move to form, and from the trend line drop, okay, or 139 on 140 within these areas continue to go lower. So this is the lower time frame, 1 hour time frame analysis. If I'm going to look at the bigger time frame analysis is very much same like the previous week, or weekly time frame analysis is same like the previous week. So we are looking for dollar CAD to drop all the way back to these lows for longer term and all to get stronger, all right. So this move to happen, so stability into the market. So that's a bigger time frame analysis, all right. And on 4 hour time frame analysis, okay, so price to go into trend into correction, all right. So we were anticipating that move to happen, all right. And updated chart was there, okay. So the most updated chart to that idea was that most relevant. So this correction, okay, the correction which we are having, let me play it, okay. So we can see breakdown of this correction, okay. This correction can break down, we can see continuation from there. This is our structure, all right. That's our structure, okay, that's our structure, okay. So we are anticipating bigger correction to form there, come close to the trend line, this trend, the trend which we are having, and then continue to go lower, all right. So pull back. So short-term buy, all right. So still short-term bullish for another leg higher. This move to form, this ABC move to complete, and then continue to keep pushing lower for the bearish side. So very much same like the dollar shift chart, all right. So short to medium term buy, okay, and that buy to push up to 39 or 40 within these areas, okay, and then drop from the trend line. That's the dollar CAD chart. I'm going to look at the Australian dollar chart, US dollar chart. Okay, so you see there is a correction. Okay, so there is a correction. Okay, that correction to break down and continue to go up to these previous lows, 63,500, or how far this move goes, just follow that. So I'm going to look at the bigger time frame. Okay, so bigger time frame analysis is very much same like last week, hasn't changed a lot. Okay, so this is our structure. So longer term, we're going to see you know, strength on the Australian dollar, or we simply can see that recovery, all right. So recession and recovery. So currently we are facing recession, and once we're going to move towards recovery, then we're going to see less demand for the dollar, and we're going to see demand for on other currencies, okay, and stock market going to start to behave normal, all right, and we're going to see more strength on the stock market. So that's a bigger image, okay. So recovery, similar way the way you guys have seen recovery after 2008, okay. So in 2009, so similar way for longer term, but within this there is still possibility for another shock, all right. This shock very less likely, but possibility exists over there. You can't say that there is no possibility, okay. We still can see another shock. We are not anticipating the retest of this low again anytime soon, all right. We are not anticipating a retest of these similar way, yeah. So a retest of these lows anytime soon. So we are anticipating price to go into a bigger daily correction. So there where price is moving right now. So how far this goes, just follow that, all right. The arrow which is clearly showing there, okay. So how far this daily correction goes, just follow that. So you are looking to break this sharp impulsive move to break down ABC move. All right, so if I'm gonna draw something like that, okay, so bigger ABC move or second wave. Okay, so this is going to be your first wave on a bigger time frame, and second wave to form, and third wave to start appearing over there for longer term reversal. So short on the Australian dollar for the next week. So you should already be into the trade for sell on the on this chart. We were selling this. Even I have shown you to wait for the flag or that kind of pattern last week. All right. So we are having expanding triangle. We were already short on it. Okay, we were selling the Australian dollar from that top there, and now you're looking all these tiny corrections to break down. Okay, these corrections which are just forming over there. Okay, these corrections to break down from another 15-minute one and continue to keep pushing lower. So there is possibility that this can change for another, pattern. Yeah, this is currently it has completed. All right, so this pattern is completed there, ABC move, but the drop is not pretty strong, all right, to the downside. So we can see a simple flat formation over there. All right, so price can correct there. Okay, it can go there. So you can see that flat formation, and if you see that, so you are looking it to go down. First of all, these corrections, so we were selling these corrections. All right, these corrections, these small corrections. So price is going down, okay, but it can form that bigger flat formation for the downside. Okay, so then there's going to be a short-term bias similar way like that from these lows. Okay, and then again this to continue to go lower. So just keep that flat formation into your mind. So break down and continue to go lower. If the simple analysis is this correction to break down and continue to go lower. Okay, so Australian dollar, US dollar analysis, same analysis on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar chart too. Okay, so bigger time frame analysis is same like the Australian dollar, US dollar. Okay, so another shock may happen and price can go back to the previous lows again, but chances are very less likely. So we will see price action. If you're going to have that another shock, okay, and that another shock is going to drive the prices aggressively lower, just follow the stronger sells to the downside. Okay, so for next week, yeah, so go down, correct, and go down all the way back to these areas, or how far it goes, just follow that. If you're going to visit these lows again, just follow that. Okay, if not, then complete this ABC move over there. Okay, and then start trending for upside. Okay, if I'm going to look at the 1 hour time frame analysis is same like the Australian dollar, US dollar. So we were selling this chart too, this currency too. Okay, there. Now we were having last week this ABC move. Yeah, this was having, we were having that almost on all safe haven currencies. Yeah, and we are having breakdown, but not so aggressive, not pretty sharp breakdown. Okay, so 15-minute correction to break down aggressively and continue to go lower. If not breaking down, okay, so simple flat formation, same like the Australian dollar. Test those areas. Okay, hold this previous low, go back up, simple ABC move, hold that top, put your stop behind that, and continue to go lower. Okay, so trade with care. I'm just showing you a general direction. Okay, so when it comes to read the market on lower time frame, slightly different. Okay, so that's a slightly different. So make sure you understand that. All right. So continue to go lower. So bearish, you are bearish on the New Zealand dollar, the US dollar, and you are bearish on the Aussie yen, bearish on the Kiwi yen, bearish on the CAD yen, bearish on the Aussie chief, bearish on the Kiwi chief, Euro chief 2, Euro yen. All right, and just keep, yeah, so stay bearish on the Aussie and Kiwi across the market, and bullish on the Euro New Zealand dollar, bullish breakout and continue to go higher, and Kiwi chief I have just shown you at the top. Okay, so bullish on the Euro Australian dollar, breakout for upside. So keep in your mind that thing. All right, so the pound, all right, pound is going down. Bigger time frame analysis, the same. Weekly time frame analysis. Let's go there. Yes. Okay, yes. If another shock is going to come, then we're going to see strength on the dollar. All right. So last week we were anticipating pound to go down, all right? So we are having that move. Okay, so this to go down all the way back to this low, and then hold this the whole 120 or this previous low, this low, and then trending for upside. Okay, so make sure when you are buying pound, just keep in your mind one thing, that there are going to be volatility on the pound pairs as we are having again talks on the Brexit. All right, and the deadline is the December. Okay, so time is short and there's still no progress on the future relations. Yeah, and that can create volatility. All right, so this will put, you know, put effect on the pound. So you're not gonna see strength, aggressive strength on the pound. If they're gonna reach to an agreement in coming months, all right, then we're gonna see strength on the pound. So we're expecting that they're gonna reach to an agreement anytime, before December. If not, then another extension. All right, another extension. So no deal chances are very low, very less likely we're going to have no deal. So more chances are that they're going to have a deal or another extension. So which going to give strength to the pound. So pound is pushing lower. So if we're going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so another correction to form and revisit the previous lows. Okay, or any correction you see on the pound dollar on lower time frame, like the 15-minute to 30-minute time frame, short-term bearish. Okay, so 15-minute to 30-minute time frame, short-term bearish, back to these lows and hold those lows. Don't break down sharply that floor. Okay, don't break 20 aggressively, right? So hold that. Okay, don't break down very aggressively. If it is going to break down very aggressively, just follow the correction. Just follow the correction all the way back to these lows. All right, so don't break down very aggressively. Hold it 120 and then bounce off, correct, go back up. Example is just there. Okay, we were buying last time pound dollar from there. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, just follow those corrections. All right, so correction formed, another breakout happened, and similar correction to form over there, trend is there and continue to go lower. So make sure you understand one thing, that you are selling the pound at the floor, at the bottom. So use proper risk reward ratio. Don't sell the pound without stop loss at these areas, okay? Because market can spike up aggressively for upside at any time. Yeah, and if you're gonna trade without stop loss, not gonna use stop loss, not gonna, trade with proper risk reward ratio, okay? Then you can, your trade can stuck there, and you can you can hope for the prices to come back again at these areas so that you can close your trade on break even, but that's not going to happen. Okay, if it is going to spike up aggressively for upside. Reason, because it is at the floor, it is at the bottom. So the longer term direction on the pound going to be for up. Okay, so use proper risk reward ratio. Okay, so short term trade going to be over there for the downside on the pound dollar back to the 20 or slightly lower than that. So that's your pound dollar chart. Okay, we were having same trade on the pound yen as well, pound chief, yeah, on euro pound. All these were just following the same direction. So if I'm going to look at the pound yen, okay, so same trade was there. Okay, so bigger time frame analysis, 2-day or weekly time frame. Okay, there you go. Bigger time frame analysis, reverse, same triangle, expanding triangle. Okay, price to hold these lows and then bounce off, continue to go higher. If not, testing these lows, so they're going to be a continuation trade all the way back to these lows on a weekly time frame, and then again longer term reversal on the pound yen. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, all right, so daily time frame. Okay, so this expanding triangle, 4-hour time frame, another correction over there to form, back to the trend and continue to go lower. Yeah, so this short-term trade for next week after having that correction. All right, so start looking that correction from 15-minute time frame to 30-minute time frame. All right, 15-minute time frame to 4-hour time frame. Okay, and then continue to go lower. So this is a short-term trade. Okay, this is not a big trade for the downside. Short to medium-term trade, and then bounce off from the bottom for longer term. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, further lower, Okay, so we are having a very nice correction on Friday, broken down, another one to form. Okay, so the bigger the correction, the better the return you're gonna have. Okay, so let's look at the last week. Okay, so last week, pound yen, we were anticipating pound yen to let's check the Twitter. So last week we were expecting pound to form an expanding triangle and then continue to go lower. Okay, so there you got the pound yen. Okay, so if I'm going to look at this chart, so we were anticipating expanding triangle. So I have shown you that in the last weekly market outlook. That expanding triangle completed, and then we were expecting it to pull back. We got a nice price action and then continue to go lower. All right, and this trade is still in play. Okay, another correction to form similar way, this way, or the bigger one. Okay, like that, bigger one, test the trend line and continue to go lower, or this is a 1 hour time frame correction. Okay, or another 30-minute time frame correction. Okay, start looking for 30-minute time frame correction to bigger time frame correction. So that was the pound yen. All right, and hopefully you have caught that trade for the downside. Okay, so you got it, pound yen, and pound chief is also same. Right, so pound chief also same, pound euro pound is also same. So longer term, the weekly chart is a reversal. Euro, pound chief and euro pound, they can visit the previous prices, previous bottom. Pound chief can visit the previous bottom, or we can see, retest of the previous top on the euro pound as well. So if we are going to see, aggressive sell on the pound pair, so that aggressive sell going to be everywhere, right? Pound going to visit the lows again. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, so last week we were anticipating this to form correction or expanding triangle and continue to go lower. So we have seen that expanding triangle. All right, so it can slightly push lower. Okay, so you are looking for this to bounce off very aggressively, correct, and then go back up. All right, so remember I have shown you short term one more drop on the other pound pairs. All right, pound dollar, pound yen. So which means that pound chiefs can break down that bottom and can go slightly lower. So you're waiting for it to bounce off before you are looking for buy. Okay, buy setup is not there, so it is still bearish and it can keep pushing, lower, and can break down previous bottom easily. So watch the lower time frame. All right, so as long as you see these corrections are there, don't buy, wait for the breakup, aggressive move to happen for the upside. Okay, so short term one more drop, from another correction, one more drop, or slightly deeper correction. Okay, and then drop, and from lows just bounce off. So euro pound is also same. Okay, euro pound can visit the top again. Okay, so euro pound is also in a correction, so we are anticipating this correction to break down. Okay, so strength on the pound and this wave to happen. Okay, there is possibility that the euro pound can revisit these tops again. Okay, it can keep pushing higher slowly the way it is doing right now. So every time an euro pound is forming high within that daily correction, you're looking it to drop. Okay, aggressively drop to the downside. So you're looking for next week another correction and push higher, or stronger sell from the top to come get into the trade from the top correction and go all the way to the downside. So you're looking it to drop aggressively the way I have just asked you to look for the euro, the pound chief to rise aggressively for upside. Okay, that means this will bring stability on the market. Okay, so it can keep pushing slowly before dropping. So you are looking for this. Okay, so stronger sell to come, get into the trade, stop behind that lower time frame correction, add more, another correction, and these lows to break down and euro pound to continue to keep pushing lower. All right, so euro pound to drop very, very aggressively. So make sure you use stop loss. Okay, as I said, if another crash is going to come, you're going to see strength like that. Okay, there is strength. And if you're not going to see and you're not going to use stop loss, then you can lose a lot of money over there on the euro pound. Okay, because we are still in the uncertain environment. Market is still facing uncertainties. So that's the euro pound. Okay, I'm going to look at the dollar yen. Dollar yen is shot to medium term buy. Okay, if I'm going to look at the 4-hour time frame, this to break up. Okay, price slightly can visit the previous low. So this ABC move to break up. Okay, this trade break up, test that top or go higher. Okay, so it can visit these lows, these areas. Dollar yen can visit the 106 before going to rise. Okay, so dollar yen to break up that ABC move and continue to go higher all the way back to the 110. So dollar yen. And if I'm going to look at the other yen pairs, okay, so euro yen 2-day chart. So price started to drop nicely. Okay, so it's going down. We were anticipating this formation last week, all right, correction or flat formation, and then go down. So we are having nice sell from there on euro yen from 21 or 22. You can see that. All right, and the expanding triangle very much similar like the pound yen chart. Okay, as I said, we were having that pattern formation on many pair expanding triangle. We were having that pattern on the euro yen. We were having that on the Aussie pairs, Aussie dollar, US dollar, Aussie yen, Kiwi dollar, pound yen, right, and a nice drop. Okay, and CAD yen as well. So nice drop, right? And for next week, you are looking at another correction. Except the deeper correction is due on the euro yen. Okay, so it has went lower nicely, and this deeper correction is due on the euro yen. Okay, we are almost at the bottom, at the floor on the euro yen. So we're not going to see aggressive sell on the euro yen. If we are going to see, perfect, we're going to be lucky. All right, it can go up to 114. All right, 113, 114, 110. We have seen those areas last time in 2016. So when we were having uncertainty in 2016. So if aggressive sell is going to come, then a lot of potential is still there to the downside on the euro yen. Yeah, if we are not going to see aggressive sell on the euro yen, then make sure you wait for the proper correction over there and then sell the euro yen. Why I'm saying that, because we are selling the euro yen from 136. All right, 136, 136, 37, 38 areas. When euro yen was at that top, we were having a lot of great potential opportunities on the euro yen since then. So let's look at the updated chart. Okay, so there we were selling the euro yen since there, these areas close with 38. So there were a lot of potential big opportunities. All right, there, these corrections, these big potential opportunities. So what I'm saying, that you're not going to see that kind of drop. Okay, that was a ideal drop. Okay, there on the euro yen. So you're gonna see movements like that, slow movement. All right, slow movement. Yeah, if this is going to happen, we're gonna be lucky. It has already happened, by the way. All right, there at this area. But if again this is going to happen, another shock is going to come. Okay, this low, 114 or 110. So any pullback on the euro yen, continue to keep pushing lower. Let's go to the lower time frame. Okay, so deeper pullback will give you a perfect sell opportunity. So far, as said, we were short on it on this chart too on a lower time frame on the euro yen. So another leg lower we have seen on the euro yen. Okay, so same again. So another correction to form. First of all, these trades, these short-term trades on the euro yen. all right, and wait for the bigger correction, this 4-hour time frame correction. Okay, this correction is due. So once you're gonna see that that correction is there, then euro yen to continue to keep pushing lower. Okay, do you see that my arrow? That's telling that bigger 4-hour correction is due. All right, so first of all, watch the lower time frame correction, which I have just shown you on my chart. All right, so this trade. All right, so if I'm going to draw a trend line there, okay, another one to come, okay, another one to come, and one more drop. If going to be pretty sharp, then good luck. Going to be very sharp, then good luck for more downside. Okay, so euro yen keep pushing lower. Okay, Uzi yen gonna be a good trade too. Okay, if another shock is going to come, then longer term drop on the Uzi yen. All right, so bigger time frame analysis is same. Okay, let's look at the old chart. Okay, old chart was bearish. Okay, so strong bearish way we are having from that weekly chart. Okay, so there we can see another leg lower. Okay, we'll see how far that goes. Okay, if we are going to see 60 again, there's going to be a potential, a lot of potential to the downside on the Aussie yen, same like the euro yen. Okay, like that kind of big wave to the downside, big wave to the downside. So far we are anticipating a bigger ABC move. All right, so bigger ABC move like that. Okay, we'll see if this ABC move is going to come and we are going to reverse, or we are having another shock and big drop is going to come again. So stay trending. All right, stay trending currently, and expanding triangle was there too. Okay, for next week you're looking for price to either break down, correct, and continue to go lower, okay, or simply short-term buy, flat formation, yeah, and then continue to go lower. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, there are corrections on lower time frame. So we were having expanding triangle there too. Okay, we were selling this pair too. All right, and expanding triangle going down, all these corrections going down. All right, going down. Okay, another one to form, an aggressive breakdown to come. If aggressive breakdown is not going to come, then short term buy this trade. Okay, similar way like that, short term buy, go back up, hold that top, fall aggressively, correct, similar way. All right, and continue the bearish trend on the Uzi yen. So Uzi yen going to be the best, you know, going to be the best chart if stock market is going to crash for another time. All right, Aussie yen, Kiwi yen, and euro yen, all these charts are going to be great charts to trade for the downside. So very much same analysis like the Aussie yen on the Kiwi yen. Okay, let me remove that. How far this goes, follow. Okay, there is potential that the Kiwi yen can go all the way back to this area. Okay, if things are going to get worse, if fundamentals are not going to improve, going to get worse, they're going to be a tremendous potential on these yen pairs all the way back to these lows. All right, so if I'm going to look at the 4-hour time frame, similar analysis. So we were bearish on the Uzi yen. All right, we were bearish on the Uzi yen, we were bearish on the Kiwi yen, and let's look at this chart. I think I have shown that chart last week as well. That's the Kiwi yen. Again, we are currently looking that kind of potential. Okay, we were expecting this correction to break down. So we are currently having that wave on the Uzi yen. Okay, this previous correction to break down and continue to go lower. Okay, this correction. So that correction broken down, short-term trade hit the target, and then we were looking for this to go lower. All right, so this ABC move to go lower. So we are having that wave too. So same analysis like the way I have shown you the Uzi yen, right? The Uzi yen price to keep forming correction and fall aggressively. Okay, aggressive fall. Currently we are not anticipating the aggressive sell on these three currencies. All right, if it is going to come, just follow that. If not going to come, then short term buy. Okay, short term buy, go back up, test that top, simple flat formation, and then bigger move to happen. Okay, structure is very much clear. Yeah, so structure is clear that what to do next on this chart. So just copy this chart and just follow the market. Okay, so same analysis on the CAD yen too. Okay, 15-minute correction. You see there we were having the same pattern, ABC move or expanding triangle. So corrections are there. Those corrections to break down, form another one, keep pushing lower, keep pushing lower. Okay, so short term continuation to the downside with the trend. If bouncing up from the floor, okay, go back up, short term buy, similar trade, hold that top and drop. Okay, so bigger time frame analysis is same like the other yen pairs. Okay, so CAD yen to go down to up to the trend line or visit the lows again. Okay, Uzi Chief is also same. All right, so we were expecting this ABC move to break down. We are having breakdown. So next week it to break down aggressively. All right, on lower time frame, break down aggressively, correct, keep pushing lower, correct, keep pushing lower. How far it goes, just follow that. Okay, if bounce up from this previous low, short term buy back to that top, form that flat formation, hold that top, and then continue to go lower. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so lower time frame is also like other safe havens, all right, or like other yen pairs. Okay, so break down, correct, and continue to keep pushing lower. Break this low, form a slightly bigger correction, okay, and stay trending to the downside. Okay, if not breaking down, okay, bouncing off, short term buy back to that top, and then again fall aggressively, correct, example is there. Okay, and then continue to keep pushing lower. That's the Uzi Chief. All right, Kiwi Chief is also seen. All right, so how far this bearish move goes, just follow that. Okay, chart is clearly showing that what to do on this 4-hour time frame. Okay, so simple flat formation and keep pushing lower. All right, or this bigger ABC move. Okay, and then continue to go higher. Okay, so currently we are looking this move. How far this goes, track it. Okay, on lower time frame, very much same analysis like the Uzi Chief. Last week we were selling this pair too. All right, we were selling this pair too at that top, this ABC move. Okay, so move was pretty slow here on the Kiwi Chief. All right, this correction to break down, same analysis like the Uzi Chief. Bounce off, go back up, then drop. All right, or break down aggressively, correct, and keep pushing lower. Okay, this trend. So bearish. How far this bearish move goes, just follow that. Okay, Euro Chief is also same chart. Okay, so if I'm going to look at the bigger daily time frame analysis, that is same. That is same, all right. Price to revisit the previous lows again, 105 once more on the Euro Chief before going to rise. Okay, visit the 105 again, hold 105 again, and then bounce up from 105 again and reverse. Okay, so intervention from the Swiss National Bank at 105. So on lower time frame, similar analysis. Okay, so we had the ABC move on this chart. I think I have shown you that chart last week for one more drop. All right, so keep pushing lower, correct, keep pushing lower, correct, keep pushing lower all the way back to that bottom. Okay, if not, then bounce off, short to medium term buy back to these areas. Okay, and then tag the 105. Okay, so CAD Chief is not a best pair to trade these days. All right, CAD Chief is also at the floor and feeling the heat because of the uncertainties. Okay, so it can revisit the lows again. So on lower time frame, not a best pair to trade, as I said. All right, not a best currency. There are many other good assets to trade. So Don't waste your time on a bad currency. But this is what we are looking, all right? Flag to this flag to break down, okay? Test these previous lows, okay, and then go higher, okay, or break out and continue to go higher. So we are currently having a neutral analysis on the CAD sheaf. All right, so CAD sheaf. Let me look at the other currencies, and then we're going to move on to the commodities and equities. So we stopped at dollar yen. So euro CAD. Okay, what is the bigger time frame analysis on the euro CAD? Okay, the euro CAD bigger time frame analysis is still there. Okay, so slowly going down, and the updated analysis is this. All right, so price to keep pushing lower slowly the way it is doing right now. Okay, so keep pushing lower, break down that bottom, form another correction, and just keep pushing lower. Okay, don't break down, bounce off on 15-minute time frame, because a short to medium term buy back to that top, that trade. All right, on that trade, and again start looking for sell from that top, these areas. All right, so let me check if I do have the old chart. So all right, so that was the bigger time frame, daily time frame analysis. So same analysis on the euro CAD like last time. Okay, so stay bearish every time when price is coming within the ranges, testing the upper range, stay bearish. Okay, when testing the bottom range, then bounce off and then go back up. Just trade within the support and resistance areas on euro CAD. All right, bounce off, go back up, and then drop. Okay, currently on a lower time frame is a bearish. Okay, so currently keep pushing lower all the way back to that bottom, back to that floor, back to 50, 150. All right, and Aussie New Zealand dollar, bigger time frame analysis. It's tired. Okay, it's not pushing more higher, it's struggling. Okay, so it's struggling over there at that top. So if we look at the lower time frame, okay, so short term still bullish. Okay, so short term still bullish, but we are not anticipating Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar going to go much higher. Okay, so if it goes there, okay, test these areas that top. So first of all, short term buy going to be over there. Okay, then start looking for longer term sell to the downside. So in a lower time frame, yeah, price to go for another leg higher before going to drop for a big time to the downside. All right, so this ABC move. Okay, so price to go back up for another time. All right, and test the previous top and then drop. Okay, so price to stay above this low. Okay, as long as price stay above that low, your short-term trade, short to medium-term trade for upside is valid. If price is breaking down this low aggressively to the downside, then start selling it all the way back to the low. Okay, but make sure you see proper price action over there and proper pattern formation before you start selling the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar for the downside. Okay, but stay bearish from the top. So euro, New Zealand dollar, so simply bullish move. Last week I was showing you a bearish move. Okay, we are having a bearish move, but that bearish move is not so strong. Okay, so this to break up aggressively and go higher. How far this move goes, let's just follow that. Okay, so keep eyes on lower time frame within these areas. Okay, if it goes down, test these areas, stay bullish. A risk off move, all right? Okay, so Aussie New Zealand, Aussie CAD went higher last week, all right? Short-term buy I have shown you on this chart. We have seen that short-term buy, and then we have seen drop from the top. Okay, now this is the updated chart. Okay, so from current price, watch to hold the bottom and short-term buy. How far this move goes, just follow. If going to struggle the previous top, take off your profit. If keep pushing higher, stay in, and then again start looking for drop. Okay, when you're going to go for buy, make sure you understand that price can break down for another leg lower. Okay, for selling, wait for the price to tag the top or let it break down very aggressive, and then you start selling. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so the setup is there on the lower time frame. So price to bounce off from this low. Okay, so short-term buy going to be over there like last week. What was the trade last week? Buy from there. Okay, that was the trade. And then what was the trade during the week? Sell from that top. Okay, so same again. we are having same pattern again, the pattern which I have shown you within these areas. In these areas, so short-term buy was there, short-term buy, yeah, so complete leg we have seen after having that breakout. So same again. So Euro New Zealand dollar also bullish. So break out that 4-hour time frame. How far that move goes, just follow that. This flag, all right? This 4-hour time frame flag to break up. All right, this flag to break up and go higher all the way back to that top. So these areas, okay? So keep eyes on lower time frame within these areas and watch this move to happen. Okay, no bearish setup is there on the Euro New Zealand dollar and Euro Australian dollar for the next couple of weeks. All right, so if keep pushing lower all the way slowly back to these areas. Okay, so stay bullish. Watch this flag to break out and go higher. That's the Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, so Kiwi CAD to draw for another leg lower. Okay, so Kiwi CAD to struggle. It is already struggling. Okay, and then draw for this move. If we're going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so it is doing very much same like the Aussie dollar and CAD chart. Okay, Aussie and CAD chart. You see that the correction is there. Okay, so similar correction is there. Okay, so that's the trend. Okay, so we can see price can push up for another leg higher. Okay, so this trade, okay, from this previous top or break aggressively, correct, and then go down all the way back to these lows, or just follow how far this move goes. Okay, so keep eyes and there at this previous top and the Kiwi CAD to draw from that top. So I'm showing a risk off move everywhere. Okay, so pound CAD is not a best pair to trade, guys. It's a sideways market. Okay, but within that sideways market, this pair to push up for another leg higher. Arrow is showing. Okay, so push up for another up move. Okay, from previous bottom, this previous bottom. All right, so price can keep pushing lower all the way back to these lows slowly. Okay, so bounce off, go back up. Not a best pair to trade. Okay, all these three pairs are not best at the moment to trade. Okay, when I was saying that you know, look for sell on the pound Australian dollar, all right, that was the timing. All right, by the way, we have seen, you know, unusual scenario on the market, unusual situation. We have seen crash. We were not anticipating crash. We were not anticipating that we're gonna have recession. So yeah, we were actually, no one was expecting that we're gonna have this COVID-19 scenario. Everyone was anticipating that, you know, trade deal gonna be okay with the China and we're gonna move on to the sovereignty. Then what happened? This COVID-19 hit and we have seen crash everywhere. And now world is facing recession. Okay, already in recession. And once this recession going to be over, we're going to have recovery. So recession still there. Okay, recession is still there. We are just going through. The question is how quick we're going to come out from that recession, how quick we can have the recovery. Either this is going to be a, this is going to take a, I mean, a lot of time to recover, or we're gonna have a quick bounce off and quick recovery. If we're gonna have a quick bounce off, quick recovery, then opportunity is gonna be over there on the indices. Buy, all right, buy almost already gone on the indices. All right, then these currencies gonna reverse. All right, then we're gonna have risk. The currencies which have where you have seen volatile move for upside. Those currencies who got stronger during that crash, okay, then those currencies going to start losing their value. They are already losing their value, all right, and trend will remain there. Okay, so stability will bring that move. Okay, that move. Okay, if we are not going to see that, then pound going to keep pushing lower. All right, and pound going to keep pushing lower. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, same analysis like last week. All right, not a best pair. So keep correcting. All right, keep dropping, keep correcting. All right, so keep keep correcting, keep dropping. Okay, so this trend needs to break up. Okay, once that trend break up very aggressively, okay, so correct and buy back to that top. Okay, same on this chart. Okay, so same on this chart, keep pushing lower all the way back to the trend line. Okay, or bounce off, correct and go back up. Okay, so there is still uncertainty on the Brexit side for the future trade deal. All right, so correct and keep pushing lower, correct and keep pushing lower, and bounce off and reverse the trend. So dollar rand. Okay, so bigger time frame analysis is same again. Okay, so we're going to look at this weekly time frame analysis. We need another bigger correction like that. Okay, there, stability, and then continuation to go higher. So on lower time frame, there is a short-term buy opportunity. Okay, how far that short-term buy opportunity goes, just follow that. Okay, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so this correction to break out and keep pushing higher. So this is a trending trade with a bigger time frame trend. Okay, and you are buying, you're going to buy at the top. So keep in your mind that you are buying at the top. Okay, this trade, how far that goes, just follow that. Yeah, if price struggle at the trend line, fall aggressively, correct over there, then start selling the dollar rand for the downside. Okay, so trade with care on these currencies. These currencies are very volatile. Okay, so if I'm going to draw a trend, draw arrow, so this is our structure. All right, so this is our structure. So we can see this structure on a bigger time frame. Same on this chart too. Okay, dollar peso. So if I'm going to go to the lower time frame analysis, what was the lower time frame analysis? Lower time frame analysis was there. Let me check if 6-hour time frame analysis there. So we have seen a very strong aggressive move on this chart too. Okay, yeah, so this chart is also same like the dollar rand. Okay, we are having, you know, bigger flag which I was talking about. Okay, this bigger correction is just forming against the bullish trend. Okay, this is our structure. Another leg lower and then go higher or keep pushing higher. Okay, so same analysis like the dollar rand. If I'm going to look at the current time frame analysis on lower time frame, okay, another flag is just forming over there. That flag to slightly get bigger. Okay, slightly get bigger, break out and then go higher. Okay, or test these lows. Okay, test these lows and then go higher. Flat formation. Okay, this flat formation and then go higher. Okay, this flat formation. Okay, short term buy. Put your stop behind that and watch it how far it goes. So that's the dollar rand, and now let's look at the indices. Okay, if I'm going to look at the S&P 500, okay, let's go to the bigger time frame. Recall the old chart. Okay, so 2-week chart. We are having a very nice strength on the S&P 500. Okay, so what we were talking about last week, we were talking about breakout. Okay, before that we were anticipating this correction to come. All right, the bigger correction, almost 10% correction we have seen on the S&P 500. Okay, that correction. So last week what we were anticipating, breakout to come. Okay, this flag to break out everywhere. So we got a breakout on the S&P 500. Okay, and and but we are still within the correction. Okay, we got a breakout. We are still within this correction. Okay, now how bigger that correction going to be, how how long that correction can take. All right, so no one knows that. Okay, but what we know that we are in a daily correction. Okay, and that daily correction can offer you a couple of buy opportunities every time when price come close to the previous low, or farm corrections on lower time frame. Okay, so stay bullish on those corrections. All right, so if I'm going to look at the, okay, so we were anticipating that short-term buy opportunity last week. Okay, we had that short-term buy opportunity, all right, from that bottom. We had that, okay, this short-term buy opportunity, and then we were anticipating this triangle to break out, continue to go higher, or go down for another drop, test the previous bottom, and then give us a buy opportunity again on the S&P 500. Yeah, so if I'm going to look at the all right, so look at the bigger time frame. All right, so we still can see that flat formation. Okay, we still, this breakout already happened. Okay, the breakout which I was talking last about. So this flat formation is still possible. Okay, so we still can see that expand the triangle which I have just shown you lower time frame, that can go back up and can continue to go higher. All right, all the way back to that top, or slightly a different pattern formation. Okay, this different pattern formation like that. All right, again another 10% drop back to that bottom, or slightly lower than that, up to 2900 or 2850, and then again continuation to the upside. So we are, hopefully you got my point now, we are in a bigger correction which is just forming over there. Okay, similar like that. Okay, but much bigger scale than this correction. Okay, or there you can see small correction. So this is a bigger correction than these previous corrections. So it's going into a bigger correction. So if I'm going to look at this chart, okay, so remember this chart, next update on this chart. So I'm going to go to the lower time frame. Yeah, so this will apply on all charts, on all, in almost on all indices. That's why I'm taking time. Okay, so this, when market gonna open tonight, okay, so price to bounce off. Okay, so price to bounce off on your lower time frame, 5 to 50-minute time frame, bounce off, small correction, and this trade. Okay, go back up to that top. Yeah, and break the top, keep pushing higher. All right, if not bouncing off, you are not going to see aggressive buy over there on your lower time frame, and prices is turning into another correction. Okay, another correction is just forming. Yeah, this correction is going to appear over there. Okay, and then the bigger ABC move. Okay, then this bigger ABC move. Okay, go lower, back to that low or new low. Okay, and then continue to go higher. So this is a bigger correction. All right, so that's your S&P 500, and that apply on all indices. Okay, all indices are having same pattern, same formation, same structure. So you are currently looking, when market gonna open, this correction to hold that floor. Okay, hold that bottom and continue to go higher. All right, so if I'm going to look at the US 30, same. Yes, similar analysis. So bigger time frame chart is there. You can get that, those bigger time frame charts on from my profile. Okay, that's the bigger time frame chart. Prices at the top. Okay, so it's testing at the floor, the close to the top. All right. Last week we were anticipating same correction to form on this chart too. All right. So Dow was also in correction. Correction broke out last week. So this week you are looking similar way. Okay, so this ABC move can form. All right, this ABC move, deeper pullback can come back to this bottom or new low. and this to continue to go higher. So currently when market open, the expanding triangle you are having over there, okay, so it's a bit sharp, so make sure you see proper bounce off on lower time frame, okay, and this expanding the symmetrical triangle too, to break out and continue to go higher. Okay, so that's the US 30. So same apply on rest. Okay, German 30, same. Okay, same structure, same analysis. On lower time frame, there is a triangle. Okay, that triangle to hold the floor, hold the bottom, break out, continue to go higher. If not breaking, okay, another leg lower, back to this bottom or new low. Form the ABC move and continue to go higher. Okay, so same apply on US 2000. Okay, last week we were having breakup on it. All right, so flag broken out everywhere. Okay, so if I'm gonna draw some arrows on it, okay, so the triangle, symmetrical triangle which I have just shown you, that to break up, hold the current price, bounce off. If not, then another leg lower, back to the previous bottom and slightly lower than that. Okay, and then continue to go higher. Okay, so UK 100 index is also same. Triangle is there, okay, hold that and continue to keep pushing higher. If not, another leg lower, test this previous bottom or new low and then stay bullish. Okay, Nikkei index, same. All right, so same, there is a triangle on lower time frame or flat formation, you can see that. Okay, that to hold and continue to keep pushing higher. If not, then go lower. Okay, test this previous bottom or new low and then again next wave. Euro stock, same analysis. Okay, there is a triangle. Okay, there is a triangle. Breakout, continue to go higher. Okay, if not breaking, go down another leg lower, this bottom or new low. Okay, this ABC move and then continue to go higher. Okay, so Frank 40 is also same, CAC 40. All right, so same analysis. Stock 600, same analysis. All right, so all these are same. Silver, also very much same, symmetrical triangle. Okay, if I'm going to look at the bigger time frame analysis on the silver weekly chart, I have shown UZN already. Once we're gonna finish the weekly market outlook, just rewatch it. Okay, so prices at the top. Okay, the top of that pattern. All right, this chart. So there I'm showing another shot, this trade. Okay, this trade. So when you're gonna go for buy for that trade, you understand that where you are buying the silver. Okay, where we can see another leg lower. Okay, or slow move back to the bottom within these areas. Okay, like last time. So short to medium term buy. Okay, if that buy is going to be very aggressive like that, okay, another aggressive move is just going to come, then you can hold it for much higher. So symmetrical triangle is in formation. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, price to tag the previous bottom and then go back up. It can break out because it has already done the move. All right, it has already tested that floor. Okay, not exactly at this previous low, but it has finished the move. Bullish move is not pretty strong. Okay, so there are chances that the another leg lower can come within that flag. Okay, another flag or WXY, you can see that and can test the bottom and this trade. Okay, so gold, interesting. All right, so gold is interesting. So if we're going to look at the Telegram, same analysis like last week. Okay, so gold hasn't changed a lot since last week. All right, gold is bullish. All right, so that's the old chart on gold. Okay, We were anticipating this to come, test the bottom, give us that trade. Okay, so this is what we are anticipating on the gold. All right, so go all the way, test the previous high, go above 1900. All right, in case if shock is going to come in the stock market, then gold to just keep pushing higher. So if I'm going to look at the bigger time frame analysis on the gold, okay, that's the bigger time frame analysis on the gold. Yeah, so I'm showing this one, I mean this short-term bullish move on the gold. All right, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, price already bounced off, and I think this is the updated chart we're going to have there. Okay, this is the updated chart. Okay, so price is in this move right now, okay, after having breakout of that flag. Now it can struggle again at that top, okay, at this top or new high we can see some, you know, weaknesses on the gold around 1800, okay, and we can see in their leg lower. This is tradable, okay, this is tradable, but for that watch price action at the top on the gold at these areas, and then start selling it from the top back to the floor, and once price going to complete that, start looking for buy. So that you know, analysis is still there, okay, that expanding triangle. So currently price to just keep pushing higher. All right, so it is at the top. If you're buying gold at the top at the 1750 or 1760 within these areas, all right, so you are not doing good, all right, for more upside, because gold is at the top where it can drop for another leg lower back within these areas. Okay, so buying at the top is not the best opportunity. I have just shown you we waited for this buy a lot. I mean, since price was there, okay, we were waiting for this move to finish, price to tag these lows and then give us a buy over there. Okay, so again, if you are looking for buying the gold, you need to wait for a proper pullback, come back, this pullback to come, okay, or price to visit these lows again, okay, and then start looking for buy the gold up to 1900. So I mean, you don't have a lot of potential for upside on the gold, okay. Gold, a lot of potential is not there on the gold, okay, because you know, central banks specifically the Fed will do whatever they can to manipulate the safe haven prices. All right, so they will do whatever they can to drop the gold prices back to the average prices, okay, because people cannot afford to buy gold at these prices. All right, and they will try whatever they can by communicating with the market to bring the gold prices lower. So make sure you understand that gold prices, you know, are highly manipulated from the big players. So when you're buying the gold at the top, make sure you understand that where you're buying, wait for the proper pullback. When you are selling, make sure you see the, you know, correct price action from the top, and then get into the trade, and then, you know, take your profit on time once price struggle to go, you know, lower than these previous lows. So that's the gold chart. So oil is in a flat formation. Bigger time frame is still bullish, okay, that hasn't changed. Last week we were anticipating it to correct and continue to go higher. Okay, so this is the bigger time frame lower time frame analysis. So it is struggling, hold that top, another drop, short term sell back to that bottom, hold this, and then continue to go higher. So when you're going to sell the oil, okay, make sure you manage your position really well from the top, okay, because it is in a bullish trend. So after getting into the trade, move on break even and let the price continue to go lower, okay, this flat formation to form, and then continue to go higher. If not breaking, not dropping for another leg lower this, okay, and keep pushing higher slowly. So then let the price correct like that, okay, these corrections, you see these corrections, okay, and then keep pushing higher up to $50. So 55 to 60 is the target on the you know, US oil. WTI is the 50-55 target, okay, and Brent above 65, 60-65. Okay, so the potential is there on the Brent. Okay, but formation is same. Natural gas is simply a buy setup. Okay, so this also same. Okay, break up, correct, and keep pushing higher. up to 65 or 60, yeah, or struggle. It is already struggling on 50-minute time frame, okay, and then drop another time, short term sell like that, take your profit and continue to go higher. Okay, if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so keep eyes on these areas. Okay, so it's struggling. You can see over there, yeah. So this correction to complete over there, which is just forming over there, and then watch price to stay below that top. Okay, don't go beyond that top and drop aggressively to the downside back to the previous bottom. All right, so that's the the oil. Okay, so Nasdaq 100 index is not a best at the moment. All right, but very much seem like the other US indices. Okay, so go down, test the bottom, and go back up. Not a best, you know, opportunity on the index, on the Nasdaq 100 index, but bullish. Okay, so correct flat formation, daily correction is also there on this chart. So natural gas. So natural gas is simply a buy. All right. So when natural gas come close to the previous bottom, previous low, so it's a simple buy setup. All right. Simple buy setup. Okay. This trade, simple buy, or short term back to 180, 190 within these areas. Okay. So these are the short term target, and longer term go beyond the the $2. There are going to be demand on the natural gas. We are in June. We are, moving to July next month, July and then August. All right. So then weather going to change. Okay. And then they're going to be demand again on the natural gas. So natural gas is at the floor, sitting at the floor. We can say that the natural gas market is simply broken, no demand at all, and prices are sitting at the floor. Okay. So anytime when you see that the natural gas is coming close to the bottom, let's say testing the 150, 155, 160 areas. Okay. So they're going to be a short-term buy opportunity on the natural gas, and longer term also buy going to be over there on the natural gas, but short term buy also. So that's it, guys. Enough for this week. Hopefully you have learned something during this weekly market outlook. We'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook next week. If you have any question, just let me know. Okay, just let me know quickly. Is there any question, guys? All right, everyone. So thank you very much for coming into the weekly market outlook. We'll see you back again in another, next week for with the next weekly market outlook. Have a profitable week. Enjoy yourself, and thank you very much. And bye bye.